Pacify the mission area.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I am bringing you some juicy Call of Duty World War II gameplay. Today I want to talk about crossplay in Call of Duty. Fortnite, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, Fortnite was the first game on the PlayStation 4 to have crossplay, which is definitely a lot of fun. Sony didn't want to have crossplay, you know, they didn't want you to play together with people from the Xbox One and whatever, but because it's Fortnite and Fortnite is the biggest shit right now, it does what it wants, right? It's the new juggernaut in the gaming industry, and I mean pretty much everyone plays Fortnite, even from little kids to your grandma. Even my cat probably plays Fortnite. It's a free game. They make a lot of money with skins and whatever, so it does whatever it wants. And somehow they managed to convince Sony to allow crossplay in Fortnite. And I think this is gonna work with Xbox One, Nintendo, PC, and probably some other platform. You know, this is definitely pretty cool, right? And I mean, it has some advantages and disadvantages, which I'll be talking about in a second, but overall, I think everyone wants this to happen. So now, because crossplay is in Fortnite, right, and PlayStation 4 can do it, many have been asking if this can be done in Call of Duty. So IGN asked Activision if this could be done in Call of Duty, and ladies and gentlemen, this is what Activision said to IGN. We've had a great experience with crossplay for Hearthstone on other platforms and have witnessed how compelling it can be for our community. There's still a lot of work to do on both our side and the platform side to understand whether crossplay might be integrated into our games. So we'll be watching the upcoming test and we'll assess what the potential impact of this feature would be for our players and our game. So they said it can be done, and they're gonna there's an upcoming test, and they're gonna see they're gonna evaluate if it works or not. So it can be done. They're thinking about it. That's pretty cool. I don't know. Usually this will things will happen faster if it makes them money. I don't know if this is gonna bring Activision more money, but if it does bring them more money, then it's gonna happen pretty fast. If it doesn't really, if it's something that is not gonna give them a lot of money, it might happen, but it's not gonna happen super fast. It's not gonna be a priority for them. But I mean, if Fortnite can do it, and Fortnite like 2 years ago was nothing, right? It was just a free game trying their luck. Call of Duty being the biggest, it's kind of, the biggest juggernaut, right, when it comes to FPS games. I mean, they can do this, any day. If they want to do it, if they really want to do it, they can do it. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of crossplay, between Xbox, PC, Nintendo, and all this stuff? Well, the advantages is that you can play with your friends that are on different platforms. This is definitely something that we all want, because you have friends that decided to get an Xbox One. They were first on the PlayStation 3, but then they were like, you know what, I'm gonna buy the Xbox One instead of the PlayStation 4. And then because you bought the PlayStation 4, you stopped playing together. And with crossplay, it could happen again, right? You could have, you could relive your, your old moments, playing together back in the day, having fun and whatever. This is definitely something pretty cool. It's something I'd like to happen, because I'd be able to play for the first time with my beast subscribers on the Xbox One. I'm a PlayStation guy. I don't have anything against the Xbox consoles, but I just buy PlayStations. I have all of them from the first PlayStation till the last one, the PlayStation 4. I mean, that's, I'm a PlayStation guy. That's all I fucking play. And honestly, I don't like the Xbox controller, because the thumbstick, the left thumbstick is like flipped, and it's kind of weird, and I don't know if I'd be able to play with that thing. The second reason why the crossplay between platforms would be a cool advantage is because it would unite all the communities, as everyone would be playing that game together. And you know, maybe you wouldn't have like content coming first for the Xbox, for the PlayStation 4, because I mean we would all play together. And I mean, this would definitely be something pretty cool, right? You wouldn't talk shit about guys on Xbox, you wouldn't talk shit about guys on the PlayStation 4, you wouldn't say, oh, guys on the PlayStation 4 are nothing but freaking noobs, the good players are on the Xbox One. You wouldn't say that because everyone would be playing together, and you would have no idea if you were playing with a guy from the Xbox or from the PlayStation. Well, I guess, you know, the names kind of can give away the console where you play, but I don't know. And finally, the last reason why this could be an advantage is because it would increase the number of players online. So like a few years later, this could help the game. For example, Call of Duty Ghosts is a game that could use some fucking crossplay, because right now it is pretty dead on the PlayStation 4. Most of the time it has like below 1,000 players, which is absolutely pathetic. If crossplay was available in Call of Duty Ghosts, then it would have more people online, because we would all play in like one server, and you know, we could play together with people from the Xbox, PC, and also Nintendo or whatever. So instead of 1,000 players, maybe we would have 5,000 players, and Call of Duty Ghosts would still be alive today. So the crossplay is something that can help games in the long run, right? You know, they will take much longer to die, right? So these are the advantages for crossplay. Now let's talk about the disadvantages. Now the disadvantage is that I think that if there's no inviting system, if you cannot invite people from the Xbox to play with you on the PlayStation 4, if it's just random, then it's kind of useless when you think about it, right? The point of this, I guess, you know, the fun thing about this would be to be able to invite your friends from the Xbox One or PC to play together with you, right? If it's just a random thing, then I guess, it's not going to be as fun. Obviously, you know, there are advantages, like, for example, as I said, it can increase the number of players online and the game will have a longer life cycle, but it would be pretty cool if we could invite, you know, specific players from other consoles. Disadvantage number 2 is that we are gonna be playing with people from the PC. Unless the crossplay doesn't include people from the PC, then I think that this is gonna be bad, because as you know, everyone plays with a mouse and keyboard on PC, which gives you greater advantage, you know, when you play FPS games, right? You know, it's much easier to aim with a mouse than with the thumbsticks on your controller. So I mean, people from the Xbox and PlayStation would have probably a very hard time playing together with these guys from a PC, because I mean, like on the mouse they can have like 20 different buttons that do, you know, 20 different things. Then they can press a bunch of buttons at the same time on the keyboard, and obviously you cannot do that on a controller, even if it's all upgraded with, you know, even if it's a SCUF controller with a bunch of, you know, extra buttons and whatever. PC players will always have the advantage over console players. And another problem with crossplay is that with all servers open, like as I said, servers from PC too, we would probably get a lot of hackers from PC. I don't know how they could stop this, but as you know, it's very easy to hack games on PC, and if we would all be able to play together as one, then obviously we would also play against slobs hacking on PC, and that would be no bueno, guys. And finally, the last issue that crossplay might have is server issues. A lot of people playing at the same time, you know, in one server or whatever it is. I don't know how it's gonna work, but if we're all gonna play as one, then that's a lot of people at the same time, you know, and we might get some server issues, at least at first, until they're able to, you know, fix everything. But yeah, I guess that's something that might only happen in the beginning. So that's pretty much it, guys. If crossplay happens in Call of Duty, I think it's gonna be pretty cool. Just don't allow PC players to play with us, because they're gonna have, you know, a huge advantage over us, and we might have to play against fat slobs using hacks, and no one wants that. Let me know your opinion in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Peace out.